Hello and good morning. I have, as usual, a very controversial video today and title. And the title is, do Muslim women really have more morals than Western women? You see, I know for a fact that inside all our minds, especially with media propaganda, we see the Muslim woman in a veil, covering herself, and we think to ourselves that this woman is virtuous. She's the Virgin Mary. And any man who says that when he sees a Muslim woman, any man who argues he does not see a saintly woman, he's lying. Especially when our own women wear miniskirts and high heels and studying that stuff. It's natural. We are programmed that what we see is what we judge. What we see is what we judge. So therefore, if we see a prostitute on the street corner earning a living selling sex, we judge her by what she does. We don't judge her from what she is on the inside. We judge her by what she's doing. I know it's very hard and complicated, but to the prostitute, she's earning a living. It doesn't mean that away from her job that she would cheat on her partner if she has one. She's probably the most loyal of women. Let me get to my subject even deeper. Jesus said, he said, why clean on the outside when your inside is dark, devilish, adulterous, and fornicating? The Jews were trying to trap this mighty man of God, this Messiah. The Jews were trying to trap him by saying he didn't wash his hands, he didn't do ablution. The Muslim ablution, didn't wash his hand and his wrist and his foot. So they're trying to make him look stupid. And Jesus says, do not look on your outer platter. Do not look on the surface, but look on the inside. Because from the inside is rotten bones and dead men's bones. It's like a graveyard. You put a beautiful gravestone and you put some beautiful paint on it, but it's still a gravestone. No matter how you want to dress it up, it's still a gravestone. You're just putting on a lovely attire to look decent and to look nice and all spiritual and religious. So it's only natural that we men in the West, when we see Muslim women all subservient and subordinate and eating halal meat, and when they walk in, they hold their heads down. Really? Jesus said, look into her heart. Don't look on the outside. Look into her hearts. That's a problem with we men. We always judge women by what they wear. If a woman wears miniskirt and high heels, we think she's easy meat. Do you know I've come across women wearing high heels and miniskirts and they had morals? Did you know that? They wore that kind of clothes out of insecurity or because they're abused, and it confuses their signals. There's all kinds of reasons why women wear the clothes that they do, but it does not mean all the time is because they're whores. Those kind of rules, we bigoted men made it up. We don't mind wearing our nice tight t-shirt. We don't mind that. We don't mind wearing our lovely shorts and showing our sexy legs. That's okay for us. But a woman, she must be chaste. She must have morals, and therefore we judge by what we see on the outside. Now let me go deeper and even deeper into the subject. I warn you, you better ring your psychiatrist, If I had my phone in here, I would call my psychiatrist, because the information I'm going to give you is very damning. In fact, I have something better than a psychiatrist. Give me 2 seconds. I love your cup of coffee. Beautiful cup of coffee. Better than any shrink. We men, we judge a woman by what they look like and come to our conclusions. Which is why most of our relationships are failed. It ends up destroyed and destructed. Why? Because we men have no wisdom. We never look at the heart. And Jesus said, look inside a woman, not on the outside. Anyway, who's got more morals? Muslim women or Western women? If you remembered the child grooming, sex trafficking, white sex slaves, young 10-year-olds, white girls being abused by Muslim men, it's a prolific problem, a serious prolific problem. Now, these men, they're somebody's brothers, somebody's uncles, and most of all, somebody's husband. Now, what's interesting, these Muslim men did not breed themselves into existence. Some Muslim vagina brought him into existence. What's interesting, you never, in the West, you never come across a Muslim wife or sister or relative who's ever condemned the Muslim grooming gangs. They go back home to their families, their female families, no problem. Because in the eyes of Muslim female, what he's doing is okay. Morals does not come into it. Conscience does not come into it. Yet we are brainwashed that white women are loose, black girls are immoral, and Muslim girls are clean. Really? Then why is it Muslim men do what they do? Show me a man living that kind of life, and I will show you the product of his environment. In most cases, show me trash, and I will show you the product of his environment. If Muslim men are the way they are, you can guarantee there's Muslim women who know what they're doing, but they keep their mouth zipped. In one of my next videos, I want to cover honor killings. People have the misconception that honor killings are done only by Muslim men to their daughters, but we are quite oblivious that in the Middle East, hundreds of Muslim women kill their own daughters. Muslim women kill their own daughters. I've never come across, unless they're mentally ill, I've never come across a normal white or black woman, normal, I'm not meaning psycho ones, normal, that would kill their children in the name of an ideology. Never come across it. In the Middle East, Muslim women, kill their daughters in the name of honor killing, and while the husband or a dad is holding her down and stabbing her, the mother would hold down the daughter. I know that this gets complicated when Muslims have to argue, but this is culture, that's not Islam. It is Islam. It's written all over the Quran, the Bukharis, and the Hadith. The mere fact, in inverted commas, they still have problems separating the culture from Islam. Still have problems. No, they benefit from it. Whenever the culture is in the interest of Islam, then they benefit from it. It's only when it comes to Westerners they pretend, oh, it's not part of Islam. But in that Muslim countries, that argument is not used. Only in the West, oh, what you're looking at is not Islam, is culture. You will not hear that argument used in Muslim countries. But I'll go back on point. I told you the video's gonna get hot and steamy. It's gonna get powerful. Powerful! Western women have more morals than Muslim women. Do you remember Jesus at the cross? Where were the clean women? Where were the Pharisees? Where were the ones with the nice clothes and all covering their legs? It was the prostitutes that not only witnessed his raising from the dead, but it was prostitutes that also bathed his feet. So we judge too much on external appearances, not looking at the inside of a person. Just because a Muslim woman wears an attire, it doesn't mean she's not lusting after you. It does not mean that she doesn't have dirty thoughts going through her mind. She wears her attire not because she wants to, despite what she's trying to tell you. A lot of them, if they don't wear it, they get beaten up, they get killed. These are powerful videos I've got coming, to dispel the myth that Islam believe in feminism. All that, I'm going to do a video on it. All these, fake Muslim feminists, I'll destroy them. Right? So, back to the subject. The idea that Muslim women have morals is a load of lies. They kill their daughters like anybody else, and what we're looking at is, if you like, an external, superficial attire. We're not looking at what really goes on inside of them. A lot of Muslim men who abuse children, or even Muslim men who go and see prostitutes and their wives know about it. Can you imagine if loads of black women and loads of white women knew that their partners were sleeping prostitutes or even cheating? They'd be divorced straight away. Divorced straight away. I don't know what feminists are going to argue. These Muslim women are being oppressed. Yeah, some of them. What about those who kill their daughters? And if feminists really care about Muslim oppression, why is it they're focusing the ideology on the West and not in the Middle East? That's beside the point. So my conclusion in this short video is that stop letting these Muslims brainwash you that their women have got morals. Their women cover up child abuse in Islam. Their women cover up their Muslim men immoral and sexual behavior. Our women wouldn't do that. Those with common sense, our women wouldn't do that. Most of our women wouldn't do that. Both black and white. But when it comes to Muslim women, it's very rare. They claim we Muslim women, we're free. We Muslim women, we're feminists. Yeah, in that case then, why don't you expose these Muslim men? If you're really free, if you Muslim women really have feminism in Islam, why are your men so filthy? If you Muslim women claim Islam believe in peace, then why don't you expose your Muslim pedophiles? I'll tell you why. Because you have the same spirit in you, the same spirit of immorality and filth. And that's why Jesus said you can look clean on the outside, but be rotten on the inside. That's why don't judge a woman just because she dresses like a saint. Believe me, in my experience, I've seen it. I've seen prostitutes dressed like sluts and they had a heart like gold. And I've seen women dressed in full cloth at the ankles and you can seduce them in 2 seconds flat. 2 seconds flat, press the right button, and you get into the pants in no time. So don't judge by external circumstances. Don't judge. Use your mind, your wisdom, and intelligence. It's a very short video, but I will see you again shortly.